everyone, welcome to my channel, the Urban Woman Tarot. So I'm going to do a, what do you need to know right now, using, let's see, here we go. So, same one that I did last time. Last time I did it in 2 parts. So if you saw, because the part 2 had the most views out of it, whereas part 1 did not. So I don't know if some of you missed your zodiac sign because you didn't go back and find part 1. So I'm going to try and do, I know this video is probably going to be like 2 hours long, but I'm going to try and do all the zodiacs in this one reading. And they're going to be, I'm going to try to keep it to at least 10 minutes each sign. So I'm going to speak real fast. I'm going to do the Morgan Greer Tarot, clarified by the Kipper Deck, and then I'm going to pull 1 card from the Earth Magic Oracle and the Healing with the Fairies Oracle. Okay, and see what is going on in your life, or what you should expect in the month of April. So, we have Mercury retrograde. For sure. There is, I would definitely, if you want to know exactly what all is happening this month, I highly recommend Joshua Pingley on TikTok. He's hilarious, and he's really good at his TikTok videos explaining all the astrological shit that's happening and going on at this moment. So I would definitely tap into him, check him out. We have Mercury retrograde. We've got a solar or a lunar eclipse or something that's coming up on the 8th. We just had one. The one that we just had was like the... So this is Monday that I'm making this reading on April 1st. So happy Fool's Day. Also, happy birthday, Jesus. That's actually Jesus' birthday, which is why they call today Happy Fool's Day, because they fooled you. Anyways, okay, so last Monday was like the detonator. Like March 25th, that was the detonator for a shit ton of shit going down in people's lives. Last week was a little rough. It was from the eclipses, and each week of the Mercury retrograde is different. They each have a different theme. This is definitely not a time to be, this is what I say about Mercury retrograde. Whatever you do in Mercury retrograde or during your Mercury retrograde, once we come out of it and things go back normal, whatever you did in it flips, like it reverses. So, I mean, it's not a good time to, sign a contract, buy a house, buy a car. I honestly, in my expertise in Mercury retrograde, feel that when people get cars repoed or when they get houses foreclosed on, it's because they bought it during a Mercury retrograde. Unbeknownst to them, that's what I feel. So, anyways, I would not, or you buy something, a house or a car during a Mercury retrograde. I've seen it where you buy it and then, you drive it for 2 weeks and then all of a sudden the motor blows up or the rear end blows out of it or you fuck the transmission up and then you just got all these costly repairs. And it's like almost like every time a Mercury retrograde comes around, something messes up with it because of the Mercury retrograde from when you bought it during a Mercury retrograde. So I've seen that happen before as well. So anyways, alright, so since this is Aries season, we are going to start with Aries. Alright, Morgan Greer, I am looking for 3 card messages. What do you have for Aries in the month of April? What do you have for Aries in the month of April? So, Aries, you did have a lot trying to come out. I will say that. Okay. Alright. So, there's something you're holding on to this month. And you're holding back something because either you are searching for enlightenment or you are about to receive some enlightenment somewhere, okay? You feel there is some stagnation in your life right now at the moment, but you know what? That's kind of like what happens during a Mercury retrograde, okay? It does ask you to like sit down and chill out and take a look at everything, take stock of where you are, how far you've come, what you've done in the past 6 months. Are you happy with where you are? Do you need to make changes? Do you see where you can make changes? Do you see where you need to reinvent yourself? Any word that you can put a R-E in front of. Re-strategize, restructure, reinvent. That's the theme for Mercury retrograde in April, okay? So you feel like right now you don't have any solutions to nothing. So therefore, you're not really putting any hard work or effort really into anything at this moment. So it's like, you know, you feel like you're meeting dead end roads, or either you are a workaholic, but it's like, if you're a workaholic, then I will tell you that you are working so much, and Mercury retrograde does not like for you to work. It does not. So it wants you to sit back and rest and chill and reflect. So if you do not take the time to do that, it will cause you to have a burnout and force your ass to sit down by yourself and chill a minute. So if you are over here acting like a workaholic, then you can find that there's going to be a lack of quality in whatever you're putting your hands to this month, just because of the energy that we're in. So just keep that in mind. Now, you might feel in this month that you don't have, you're just kind of like, I don't even know if I got the strength to even get through this month. You may have a lot of self-doubts. You may feel insecure this month. Your energy might be low. It almost seems like something happened in March that created almost like a tower moment or a shock for you. So that's kind of made you resist change and trying to delay the inevitable some way, shape, or form, avoiding something which could be around a fight with a group of people. So that just puts you to focusing. So then that's the case then, and you don't want to put any effort toward that and try and take your mind off that, then because, I mean, it almost looks like you're a workaholic over here. So put your focus on what actually works. Like, you know, they say, it's already left my mind. When you feel stuck, focus on service. Like, where can you be a team player? Where can you put effort in to help someone? Where can you take on a task that you know nothing about, but you can learn from it and grow from it, or master it, or, you know, those things will bring you in like this positive, like some positive recognition, which might be the thing that you need to help you get out of this funk. So now I'm going to clarify these cards here and see what we have. Alright, what is this for Pentacles here for Aries? What is this for Pentacles for Aries? What is Aries holding on to? Alright, so you are holding on to a lover. You may feel like somebody came in and took this lover from you. You may have lost a lover, someone you cared about, or you had a fight with them last month, and now you kind of feel like your world's turned upside down. Either they lied to you, or they did something, and right now it's gotten you kind of like being very stubborn. I will say that. Okay, what is this Hermit card here? What is this Hermit card? What does this Hermit card in reverse have to do with? Alright, there you are. So, I mean, again, you know, this Hermit, he is one that goes within, okay? He focuses upon himself. He's in solitude. He's reaching enlightenment. He's looking for guidance. He's soul searching. But you are in reverse here. So, You are feeling very lonely, and it could be because of, if you had a breakup or something, then it could be that you're lonely. You're in isolation right now. You are having bouts of paranoia. You're being sad. You're being overcome with these things. And it's almost like you may have felt like you hit the jackpot with somebody. And you probably had a really good relationship with this person. Like, they took very good care of you. You both had good honor, good status. But it almost, too, seems like, you know, there's an expectation here of something from this relationship, maybe in the future. So I would say to you that, you know, whatever is done during the Mercury retrograde, like I said at the beginning, can also, when it's over with, have the reverse. So this is someone that could come back after Mercury retrograde's over with. But I'm just going to tell you that if they do come back, that, and, you know, then here I have, you know, the distant horizon. I said if they do come back, and I cut the deck to distant horizon, so that could be the next 3 to 6 weeks. You will need to play your cards right with this person, because trust me, they aren't going to be, you know, you don't want to give away everything. You don't want to be telling them everything that you've been doing. You know, for example, I once had a breakup, and before the person broke up with me, you know, they were all like, hee, happy go getting, everything was great. And then I told them all this shit that I was doing, and about my work and my career. And then at the end of the conversation, they broke up with me, and then I was like, this motherfucker, like, I can't, like, if I would have known he was going to break up with me, I would have not have told him everything I was doing. So you see what I'm saying? So make sure you play your cards right when and if this person comes back, okay? What is this Eight of Pentacles here in reverse? I feel you over there, Moon Pie. What is this Eight of Pentacles over here in reverse? So you're not really putting a whole lot of effort into something. Okay, so look, at the end of April, this person's going to come back wanting to talk to you, okay? You're going to feel like, yep, they're going to reach out with some type of message, and it might even be a bullshit message, quit, Moon Pie, of, because we've got message of concern. So they may send you, yes, girlfriend, yes, now stop. So they may send you some type of message in the future, some like wonky shit, like, you know, maybe they got sick or something happened to them, or they're concerned about you and what you're doing to try to get their foot back in the door. So be mature about it. You are free from this situation. Okay, it's up to you whether you go back into, look, we've got mature woman and mature man here. So the two of you will be mature about it. So don't think that, you know, it's going to be, you know, all five of wands, bullshit, fuckery, and all, and competition again, because that's in the past. You two, this Mercury retrograde will have done something to you to mature you. So you will at least, you know, have some type of maturity about you during this time. Alright, Healing with the Fairies. What messages do you have for Aries in the month of April? What messages do you have for Aries in the month of April? Stand your ground. And then look inside yourself. Also flipped out. Here comes my chickens. So this month, you need to maybe this month is, so if this is around a relationship, okay, focus upon bringing harmony into your family. Have some quiet time. Listen to some good music that helps you to relax. And visualize and focus upon what it is. And, you know, I cut the deck to that look inside yourself. So spend time alone focusing upon what it is that you want out of life, okay? You do need to stand your ground, though, against this situation or whatever pops up with this person. All right, Earth Magic. What messages do you have for Aries in the month of April? What messages do you have for Aries in the month of April? Crystals. Okay, with focus. So If you like the reading so far, please give the video a like, a share, subscribe. Donation information is in the description box if you feel like you would like to tithe into the reading. Again, music coming out. You need to listen to music. You need to jam out. Listen to some either Deepak Chopra. That'll help with healing the heart and the mind, giving the mind peace. You need to focus on some stuff here that's going on in your life. So maybe you need to change your focus. Take your focus off what's not working and focus on what is working. Something is unfolding here. You need to be a little bit more grounded and get outside because you are very volatile at this time period. And I could see it would be easy for you to blow up with that volcano card. So there's some anger under the surface here. I would say that whenever the next full moon is in April, you are going to reach some type of completion of this cycle when the next full moon comes around in April. So look for when that happens, because that will be your sign that you have completed some type of completion of something. And look, I cut the deck to the devil here. So maybe you will have completed some cycle of toxicity in your life when that comes around. Okay? So we're now going to start with Taurus. And Taurus, your reading is going to start at 1626. Alright, Morgan Greer, I'm looking for 3 cards. What messages do you have for Taurus in the month of April? What messages do you have for Taurus in the month of April? Too many of those fell out. What messages do you have for Taurus in the month of April? Lord. These cards are all over the place. So it looks like... Okay, well that's not bad. Okay. So in the month of April, you're like the star. I'm going to tell you that every Mercury retrograde that we have, it takes a toll on certain signs. Like each one of them affects, a certain group of signs differently. So Taurus, this Mercury retrograde may not be affecting you as harsh as it could be the other people. So if that's the case, then this month you're feeling good, you're feeling happy. You start the month with the star, like you're on the scene. You are the people are really focusing upon you. You're like in the spotlight. There's a lot of eyes on you. You have hope. You've got renewal here. There's a bunch of creativity, inspiration, generosity, and healing. And then +2, you've got the Empress over here. The only thing here is, because even this Empress, because this is like, this could be toward the end of the month. So this Empress over here, like I'd say this is you this is you on both sides. Okay, so not only are you the star, but you're also like very much into your feminine side. You're nurturing, you're fertile, you're beautiful, you're abundant this month. Like it really shows. Be careful if you are not trying to have any more kids. Be careful with that because you could get pregnant. Now, the only thing here that is throwing me off is this Knight of Wands here in the reverse. So it looks like you have, a fire sign that you're dealing with here. This fire sign looks like he's focused upon you at the beginning of the month, but he's not facing you at the end of the month. So is he, and they say that Knight of Wands, those are the players. So, he could be superficial, cocky, foolhardy, hot-headed, and restless, okay? Now, there are delays in communication this month. That is how Mercury retrograde works. There is a wounded soldier here, so I don't know if that's this Knight that you're dealing with, but whatever, whatever you've been through with this fire sign, he's persevering. He's got a lot of stamina and courage, standing his ground about something. But it's almost like there's going to be something here that changes with him, or you're going to realize something about him that may turn him into this Knight of Swords. So if he leaves your life at one point in time all like cocky, confident, like, I don't need you, I'm going on to find me somebody else type attitude, then I would say trust me that he's going to be running back like something's on his heels, like, because the Knight of Swords is fast. So this is bravery, accomplishment, tenacity, big changes, seizing the moment. So he may go off and have like an epiphany or something, having a realization. It's also next to this Wheel of Fortune, which means, you know, that's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is, you know, that's a stroke of like, a stroke of bad luck. So, you know, upheaval, lousy luck, unwelcome change, setbacks, external forces. So he may have some like karmic shit hit him in his life that sends him running right back to you. So let's go ahead and clarify and see what the Kipper says. Alright, Kipper, what is this star sign here for Taurus in April? What is the star sign in April? Yeah, so you're definitely on his mind. Okay, I don't know if you guys have kids, but you are on his mind this month. I would say, so if you were married to this person and you kicked him out or he left last month, then, because we have the marriage card and the change, the person leaving the house at the bottom, you know, he's in despair. He's messaging you. He's trying to send you messages of, you know, things aren't working out for him. Like, you know, if, I don't know what got his ass kicked out or if he left on his own, but I would say that he is reaping his karma for his choices because he's in despair and poverty over here. And I would say that he's going to be messaging you some way, shape, or form about wanting to come back home. So I don't know if he had like something bad happened to him where he got sick, but he's going to be using that. What is this Knight of Wands here? Have you talked to him about going to see counseling or going before a judge for mediation? Because the adjudication card flipped out. Yeah, so there's look, and there's courthouse. So there's definitely something on the horizon, you know, 3 to 6 weeks, 3 to 6 months with this man over the courthouse and adjudication about having to go before someone. And I mean, it looks like he left. It almost looks like he left and took his money with him and put you in a situation where you're having to work your ass off just to get, like, he lied to you or something. He was sneaky about something. What is this Empress card? What's this Empress card here for Taurus in April? What is this Empress card here for Taurus in April? So it looks like he's going to be having to give you some type of money or payout at the end of this month. You're going to be receiving messages around this. I would even say you expect it. Look, I don't know if he got sick. Look, Lord Jesus, because look at the cards here, okay? This man, I mean, I'm hoping that he didn't die because we got bad health right here. But, there is a change or a transformation some way, shape, or form. Maybe he had a near-death experience. Something that really about took him out. And so that kind of was the thing that woke him up. Like, hello, you need to get your ass and your shit together and make some changes in your life. So if that's the case, then he's coming back to try and make said changes. Because he's definitely out in the cold in this poverty mindset thing. Okay. Alright, Earth Magic. What messages do you have for Taurus okay, so ancestors and generations flew out. What messages do you have for Taurus in April? Dance and celebration flew out. Looking for a one-card message. Another one just flew out with rebirth. So there's definitely a rebirth happening. Alright, so you've got communion. And look. Alright, so something here, there has been an ebb and a flow. Okay, you know when you have good times and you have bad times, you're in that moment where you got, either you just came through the good times and now you're in the bad times, but there's a vision quest of something that you need to seek out for yourself, that you need to discover. If you have children and they're involved, then tap into that innocent childhood innocence that children have, because something is trying to wake you up around this situation, okay? And they say when you have childlike mind or childlike faith, it's really when you are open to see things from a different perspective, because eagle, which they say, eagle is the bird that flies the closest to God, okay? So and it also is a message bringer. So it is trying to connect with you to give you some type of message or guidance. And there's a full moon in the background. Now when I cut and look, and there it is again. So I'm cutting the deck to the full moon. So and there's a full moon right here in this tsunami card. So there's definitely something coming up for you around this full moon that's in April. So be open and watching that one. Alright, fairies, what messages do you have for Taurus in April? What messages do you have for Taurus in April? So you need to kick up your heels. That flew out because you're doing good. Yep, there's that romantic partner. You need to trust your own intuition when it comes to the situation. You need to also have positive expectations. If you can take a vacation, take a vacation. It is much needed. It will help you out. You are going to be surprised by how much strength and how much inner power you have when this situation arises for you, or whatever that is that you're going to go through this month. Because when you come out of this month, you're going to realize that this really made you stronger, whatever it is that's happening here. And it's going to cause you to like kick up your heels some way. And I do feel like, because you need to stand your ground around this situation with this masculine, but you are definitely going to have some changes here. Yep, because there's that tsunami, that wake-up call. So something's going to change. Something's going to happen. And it is definitely either something ended and it's coming back around, or there has to be a rebirth in it though, some way, shape, or form. Yep, and it's between, because we've got the lovers. So this is either a boyfriend, a lover, husband, boyfriend, fiance, something. Alright, so now we are going to start Gemini. Alright, Gemini. I'm looking for 3-card messages for Gemini in April. What messages do we have for Gemini in April? What messages do we have for Gemini in April? So, if you like, please give the video a like, share, subscribe. If you feel like tithing into the channel, my information is in the description box if you would like to leave a donation. Okay, so there's something that you walked away from, Gemini, because, yeah, Gemini, you walked away from something, or somebody walked away from you. You have reached some type of, you're now seeing something differently than what you were before. Because This way, you need a new perspective. Okay? So this is also, you know, sacrificing something. So it's in reverse. So there's contentment and stagnation here, and there's some type of negative pattern, but because it's in reverse, there's also a solution. Now, this Page of Pentacles, this is long-term goals. This is setting goals and going after those goals. So make sure that even though you're somewhere stagnant in here and you feel like there's no solution, that you stick to the goals that you have made and be practical, be loyal to them, manifest them, okay? Be dependable when it comes to these goals. And these, it looks like it's got something to do with the past. So either you walked away from something that wasn't fulfilling you anymore, or this could have been like a Pisces that walked away from you, and it's left you here like, well, now what the fuck do I do? Well, now it's time to set new goals. So somebody was definitely being sneaky and lying, cheating, and being deceitful. They could have even have left in the dark. It seems like, you know, there was no second chance, a false start. They manipulated something, and whoever this person is, here's the deal. There's two people here. This is either two people or it's one. Either you had to just emotionally walk away from it, and you also had to, in a sneaky fashion, get the hell out of Dodge and get away from it. So now you're processing those emotions of the sadness and the grief of having to go through that. Or someone lied and stole and did some deceptive shit and left you with nothing, to where you were like, well, this isn't what I want, so now I've got to leave from here and go over here and start something different. So there is a lot of despair and grieving here over what happened. What is this Eight of Cups here for Gemini? What is this Eight of Cups here for Gemini? What is this Eight of Cups for Gemini? Well, because you walked away from something that wasn't fulfilling you, you're going to receive a gift. Now, whether this gift is from, like, you know, a family member. I mean, especially if, like, your family was, like, has been after you for leaving this person for a hot minute, and you've been, like, resisting that, and then you finally break up, and then they gift you with something. You know, a boss gives you a raise of some sort to help you out because they see that you work really hard, and, you know, you don't make a lot of money, and because, you know, somebody, like if you had a partner here that was helping with the bills and they left, then they may see that you need the extra help. So you may be receiving, you know, a raise or something from your boss. Yep, look, unexpected income. All right, what is this Hanged Man here in reverse for Gemini in August? Yeah, so you may feel stuck in this situation. It's either you feel stuck or this person feels stuck. That wherever this person left and went, they may feel like they're in the worst hellhole they could have ever gotten themselves into. So, and they're really concerned about it. I don't feel like they liked where they are. And they're thinking about it quite a bit. They may be trying to message you in the middle of April toward the end, trying to ask you if they can come back because they're not happy with, they don't like where they are. So whatever decisions and plans that you make during this month, you need to stick to them. Okay, so what are these goals here that you have set forth or will have set forth in April? Okay, so this person, I don't know if you were married to this person and they did something deceptive and they left, but this is some type of connection that you have with this person. So they are going to come back. They're going to resurface. Now, I would tell you to be careful, because I wouldn't want this huge, I mean, they're going to come back with some story. You see, he's wearing a mask. So you over here, I just told Aries, I think, this a few minutes ago. If you like the reading, give it a like, a share, subscribe. If you feel like, this is your story, feel free to, leave a donation. That's in the description box. But I told Aries, I think, earlier, I had a guy break up with me one time, and when he called me, he was like, everything was like happy-go-getty. He wanted to know how I'd been, what was I up to. I told him all of this shit that I was doing and what I was planning, and I was so excited. And then all of a sudden, in the conversation, he breaks things off with me. And then when I get off the phone, I'm sitting here like, I can't believe I told him everything that I was planning and what I was doing. If I would have known he was going to break up with me, I would not have told him all that. I shouldn't have told him all that. So you could have a moment like that. You need to be careful and play your cards right with him, because when this man comes back, he's going to be sneaky about it, okay? He is going to be sneaky about it. And he also may be lying to you about how much money he has. So, alright. What is your Earth Magic? Earth Magic, what messages do you have for Gemini in the month of April? So, Cave with Sanctuary just came out, or flipped over. Yes, you need to nurture yourself this month, focusing upon nurturing yourself. There's a lot of karma. Karma is here. You need to allow karma. Whatever deceptive shit happened over here, karma is taking care of it for you. Okay, so just know, I'm surprised that the Justice card hadn't come out. So allow karma to do her thing. Release the negative and whatever no longer serves you. You need to also purify. So when there's a good rain, you need to let the rain cleanse you and your surroundings. You need to take a good purifying like bath or shower, or go swim in the ocean or a river or a lake or a stream, because that movement of that water, that will also purify and detox you and cleanse, all this the negativity and the bad stuff off. So be open to the magic of Mother Nature, because she is definitely trying to talk to you this month and also help you, look after you, and take care of you. There's a focus here, so you need to focus on whatever goals you're setting forth. You might even need to work with crystals this month to help you. Alright, Healing with the Fairies. What messages do you have for Gemini in the month of April? What messages do you have for Gemini in the month of April? Creative expression. And look, Redemption Song is playing. The Sounds of Freedom. Go listen to that by Bob Marley. Okay, because there's something here about you redeeming yourself. Especially if this masculine, fucked you over and left you high and dry. There's redemption for you this month. So, focus upon some type of creative expression, because you need to break free from whatever this is. We've got moving forward fiercely. So, move forward fearlessly, okay? Focus upon your beauty and yourself. Do the things that take care of, like self-care, that make you feel good, especially that make you feel good about yourself. Break free from the situation and the negativity, because in the end, it's going to give you peace of mind. And I'm going to tell you that, peace of mind, and then we've got letting go. There's a full moon in the background, so whenever that full moon hits around the middle, or whenever it comes around in April, pay attention to that, because there's going to be some type of completion or cycle that's wrapping up, or some type of change. I just cut the Kipper Deck to change. That could be the time frame that this man is somewhat trying to you know, make a move and try to come back in, so to speak. And look, and there's the Death card. So that could be the time that he comes back in wanting to get a new start from you. Alright, so now we're going to move on to Cancer, and that is going to be at 3934. Alright, Cancer, if you like, please give the video a like, subscribe, share. If it touches your heart or your soul, then just know that in the description box you'll find all the donation information. Feel free to tithe into this reading. Alright, Morgan Greer, what messages do you have for Cancer in the month of April? We have Knight of Pentacles. That's the slowest knight in the deck, but he is also the one that, you know, gets the job done and achieves it. There's something here you've had your hands tied to. Could be dealing with a Leo. What messages do we have for Cancer in the month of April? Okay. So, you feel lost, hopeless, depressed. There's something that you quite yet haven't moved away from. Like, you haven't been able to let go of it just yet. Okay? But there is structure and things coming together spiritually and physically, because the Hierophant's all about change here. It's the number 5. So this could be, you know, all of a sudden you're like your faith or your religion kicks in and it helps you make it through the end. Okay? So this is spiritual wisdom, tradition, morality, your ethics. Maybe you have been disagreeing with someone because of ethics. Now, there's a masculine that you're dealing here with. There could be 2 masculine, or it's just 1. But there are 3 people over here at the bottom of the deck. There are 3 people. So, we do have a match. We do have a couple. There's this Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. But we also have this King of Cups. Now, these 2 kings can be the same people. Okay? Whoever this man is, he is not emotionally invested in this situation anymore. Okay? He's gone cold. He has gone so cold that he is now in this King of Swords energy where he is very straightforward, straight to the point, and even cutting with his words. Get your claws out my furniture, Moon Pie. Or, you know, he is like, he's gone into this like analytical mode, and that could be something that you're not really used to, especially if he is someone that's been very like lovey-dovey toward you, and now all of a sudden he's like an authority and he's logical and he's being astute and telling you, you know, what to do or whatever. There is 6 of Pentacles here, so there is prosperity and balance and money and give and take. But something's happened, because it's made this Queen of Swords over here reverse. So she's careless, she's cruel, she's harsh, she's dangerous, she's cold-hearted, and she's very cutting with her words. So I don't know what this masculine did, but they did something to piss this woman off. So why is Cancer depressed over here in the month of April? Why is Cancer depressed in the month of April? Oh, it's over this marriage thing, or this partnership or something. I mean, maybe you're maybe you're married and one of you has asked for a divorce, so you're having to go to the courthouse or mediation or something, or even therapy for this relationship. Okay, so I would say Cancer, because this is a feminine here on the card, you are very upset about, you know, this marriage if it's fallen apart. Okay, you don't want it to fall apart. But there is going to be some type of conversation that has to go on between you and this masculine here. You feel like they have robbed you of something, like, or something has taken them away from you. And maybe that's the thing that has you depressed. You may feel like something out there, whether it be a job or another person or family or obligations, is like taking your man from you. You're not able to see him as much, and you're starting to get frustrated and aggravated, and it's starting to tick you off, and it's made you depressed. What is this Six of Swords here in reverse? Because this is not being able to let go of the past. This is also somebody returning. So what is this Six of Swords here in the reverse? Okay, well, either this masculine is going to return because he is going to get sick, you might have to look after him, or someone's like can't leave because they're stuck in a situation that's not healthy for them. But I would say that this involves children, or either this is hitting you, your inner child. This is like hitting your inner child wounds, okay? But you're having to work a lot. There's a lot of messages going back and forth, though, and there is something on the distant horizon the next 3 to 6 weeks, 3 to 6 months around this situation with this masculine. And it almost looks like it's them coming back. So what is this Hierophant card here for Cancer in the month of April? That's you working. Let me see what flew out. So there is a pathway. Now, I'm telling you, and excuse me 1 second. There's a pathway opening up around this, okay? So I have to get a sweater because I am like really chilly over here. So excuse me 1 second while I grab a sweater real quick, because I'm right in front of the fan and it is making me cold. So there is some type of pathway opening up here. Now this pathway card is usually represents a year. Okay, so if you are getting separated and filing for divorce, then you know it's going to take a year for this to happen. Somebody, this masculine, is definitely concerned about it. I don't know if it's got to do with his bad health, but somebody here, and I feel like the feminine here is really the one that's upset because she feels like she's being robbed. She feels like something that she cares about is being taken away from her, or has been taken away from her. Like, it looks like the man has left the house. It's left you here by yourself. It's caused you to mature, though, for sure. And it wouldn't surprise me if in the month of April, because of this Mercury retrograde, that you don't have some type of glow up. But there is going to be messages coming back and forth with this masculine, regardless of what that is. You are going to be working a lot, and I would say that Spirit has your back over here on you working, and it also too could be your boss. Your boss could also be like, you know, I see you over here working. I see what you're doing, and that could be this other person that's in the dynamic over here. Like, I see what you're doing. You're having to work. You're busting your ass trying to make ends meet. Like, I got you, okay? I'm gonna help you get through this. Just keep working and doing good. I'm gonna give you a raise, that sort of thing. All right, so Earth Magic, what messages do you have for Cancer in the month of April? Okay, so we have invocation with ceremony. So you might need to have some type of ceremony with the spirit realm and, you know, burn some sage, give an offering, talk to your spirit guides. And we have the island with solitude. So there's that ceremony again. And cave with stillness. So you need to take this month and really take some solitude. Like, wherever you feel the most safe. Is that your home? Is that a certain room in your home? You need to spend time in that room or that house, because that's your sanctuary and that's where you're going to receive the most healing from, okay? You need to focus on being still, taking care of your needs, looking after you. Maybe you need to have some type of little ceremonies where you're playing with crystals. There's a snake here, which is all about transmutation. Like, if you refuse to change, that's when the snake bites you. The poison of the snake is what forces people to transform and change. So you could be having dreams about snakes this month, okay? Pay attention to how you feel when you have these dreams, because if you're scared during the dream, then you're scared of the change. But if you are calm during the dream, then you're calm and you're okay and going with the flow of the change. So you may need to tap into the spirit realm and, ask for some help or some guidance. But whatever it is, you need to break free and breach out of this situation, okay? So let me cut the deck here. Oh yeah, with fire and passion. So, get out and have a fire, dance around that fire. Fire burns. So fire can burn away the old, like the phoenix. The phoenix will, go ablaze and turn to ashes so that it can, be reborn. All right, Healing with the Fairies. I'm looking for a 1-card message here for Cancer. What messages do you have for Cancer in the month of April? And I just had one fly out on the floor. Environmental awareness. So you need to detox. And you also need to have positive expectations this month. So environmental awareness. This card, there's a full moon in the background. This full moon keeps coming up for everybody. I don't know when it is in April, but there's something significant about this full moon in April, okay? So this environmental card, that's when this card is confirming things going on in the environment, like in the solar system with all these planets and shit and these eclipses. That's what's causing these effects in your life this month and all these changes, okay? But you need to go near water. You need to get in the lake, the ocean. You need to do some type of cleanse and detox all this negative shit off of you. You need to also honor your true feelings and how you feel about this. This is going to give you some type of inner power that you're going to realize that you ain't never had when this Mercury retrograde, once we get through this Mercury retrograde, you're going to realize that you came out of this with some strength about you that you ain't never had before. You're stronger than what you give yourself credit for. You're stronger than what you think you are. So there is going to be at some point in time kindness from either yourself to others or others to you. And I think that's going to give you a peace of mind, because the peace of mind card is here. So with this Kipper Deck, there's still this main male here in the picture for you this month. So please keep that in mind, that there's definitely something around a partnership going on this month. And it's around some heartache that could have happened in March. So if you like the video, give it a like, a share, a subscribe, leave a donation if you can. And we're going to stop right there. And now we're going to move on to Leo. And Leo's reading starts at 53.10. Alright, Leo. Let's see what the cards hold for you in April. Alright, Morgan Greer, I'm looking for 3 cards here. What messages do you have for Leo in the month of April? Knight of Pentacles flew out, so, goals. Slow and steady wins the race. Slowest knight in the deck, but also the one that actually gets the job done, okay? Okay, so we have the moon here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There you are in the middle, and the Six of Cups. So here you are. So in the beginning of the month, there were some unseen factors that happened. You could have been dealing with a water sign, okay? But some shit went down at the beginning of, either at the end of March, beginning of April, that by the middle of the month, you're still looking at that. You're still focused upon it. You're still thinking about it. You're still contemplating, wondering. But by the end of the month, you're really going to be in your emotions and in your feelings about what went down. Like, there's good, fond memories here with this person. And I would say that this is over a person. So there was a delay. There was a turn of bad luck. Someone decided not to invest. Someone, like, in a trickster way, maneuvered and got out and broke up with somebody. Alright, let's see what Kipper says. Alright, Kipper, what does this moon card here have to do with for Leo in April? What does this moon card have to do with for Leo in April? Okay, so either you've had some money coming out, or you gave some money to this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces over here. We've got, or you're doing some things to your house at the beginning, and you've had to shell out some money for these renovations or things that you're doing around your house. There's definitely a main female here who you are thinking about. I feel like this reading here that I'm doing is for a male Leo. Okay, so if you're a cross watcher, okay, so if you are a Leo and you're a female, then this is regarding the masculine you're dealing with. Okay, if you're a male watching this, a Leo, then you know you're dealing with it looks like a water sign female. So, you know, this woman, whoever this was kind of like your main chick. You've been thinking about her quite a bit. With her energy not being there, it's almost put you like in a Five of Pentacles moment where you feel like you've lost everything. But it seems like there's going to be a turn of events that's going to bring in some great fortune or something. But that may not be until the end of this month here. Okay? So, yeah. And I just went to the sudden wealth. So it could be that the end of the month, you know, there's a turn. Alright, what is this King of Rods here for Leo in April? What is this King of Rods here for Leo in April? Alright, so you were up in the air, deciding, going back and forth about this situation that went down over here. Yep. Like, you're mature about it, or this masculine's mature about it. He may feel like what the decisions he's made has like almost put him under a little bit. So whatever happened, whatever delay, or this to me looks like a breakup. This is no longer investing in something and like getting out of it, but in a very sneaky way. Okay, so whatever this masculine did to get out of this in a very sneaky way, it looks like it almost either gave him an upset stomach or a cold, or, you know, you look, sometimes these men, when they get out here and they start messing with these spiritual women, and these spiritual women pour into them, and they start, you know, opening up to all this spiritual stuff and this love that these spiritual women give them, and then they break up with them, and then it's like they leave, and then it's like they get sick, or they're not happy, they're sad, they're depressed, and they don't know why, and it's because that feminine, that spiritual woman, took all her energy back. So you no longer have access to her spiritual well, and now all of a sudden you're like, you're put asunder for a little bit. That seems like that's whatever's happened to his masculine over here. But there's some type of change or something coming in the next 3 to 6 days, 3 to 6 weeks, 3 to 6 months with this masculine. Someone here, though, you need to be careful, whoever you are watching this, because we have this adjudication card, okay? You're like having to talk. You're like having to have someone, like a counselor, help you. And then there's 3 people over here. So you over here, and you are having someone, like if you're going to therapy, or you're putting someone in the middle to talk, to help you to talk things out or work things out, you may feel like somebody's going to feel like they're cheated in this situation. And it may be the woman that ends up feeling like she's the one that ends up being cheated in the situation. Because, you know, you're supposed to be trying to make it equal give and take here, or equal terms, but it might be that, you know, everything has to swing this masculine's way. So be careful with that. Alright, what is this 6 of Cups here for Leo in April? What is this 6 of Cups for Leo in April? Yep, see, he's in despair over, he is so in his head over what happened and what went wrong. Okay, so in despair over it. He's being haunted by the good times that he had with this chick. Like, look, his community is like, even like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I bet you his community is really not even giving him the support he needs. He probably feels alone. Like, he ain't got nobody there for him. His community, look, it doesn't even look like they're coming through to help him. His house, which has shown up twice here, it doesn't even give him any fulfillment. But I'll tell you what, his money's great, but it's almost like that's the only good thing he's got going for him is his money. Like, let's just say if he's making renovations on his home and he's got all this money and he's pouring it into his house, it's like it's not bearing no fruit. Because he's done something wrong. He did something here. And I'll tell you, the Wheel of Fortune is also like the Wheel of Karma. And this 5 of Swords, here, like, this is having a battle with somebody and, like, having a conflict, argumentative, like, having the last word and getting the hell out of Dodge. So, you know, not investing in something, and it's got to do with this chick here. And she's upset. So something has not gone down that well with the masculine, I feel like, in this reading. Look, see, he has been robbed of something. And like I said in the beginning, if he's out here messing with the spiritual woman and she was filling him up with all her spiritual gifts and her spiritual love and shit, and then all of a sudden she's gone and she took all that shit with her, he feels like, you know, now he feels spiritually sick because she's pulled all her energy back. Alright, Earth Magic, I'm looking for a 1-card message here. What messages do you have for Leo in the month of April? What messages do you have for Leo in the month of April? So, if you like this reading, please feel free to give it a like, a share, a subscribe, even a comment. And if you feel like this is your reading and you want to leave a donation information is in the box below. Woo! So, lightning strike power. There's going to be a storm coming for Leo this month where something's going to strike out. And I don't know what that is. Something's changing. Okay? Because this person, whoever this masculine is being vigilant. Okay? He's staying strong in his stature. And that's why he's being stubborn. And that's why this is happening. That is definitely why this is happening. But something's going to change here. Okay? Something's going to change. Like this lightning, you know, you don't fuck with lightning. It's going to come in and blow something up, or come in and light something up that's going to create some type of movement and change within him to where he's going to go where that well of water is. So I definitely think that this masculine, I think he's going to try and come back around the end of April, beginning of May, looking for a rebirth or a second chance. But I'm telling you, something supernaturally is, that lightning card is going to come in and strike some shit and fuck some shit up for him, I guess, to give him a wake-up call. Alright, Healing with the Fairies. I'm looking for a one-card message here. What do you have for Leo in the month of April? Detox. Look, if your ass goes out in the water somewhere and it starts thundering, get your ass out the water, okay? Because you don't want to damn get struck by lightning. You know that lightning card came out, okay? This card here is telling you that you need to detox your body, your mind, your emotions, your spiritual self, all that. You need to focus on bringing family harmony into your life, into your family. Rise above problems, make music, and environmental awareness. So this environmental awareness card has been coming out, especially with this full moon that's behind her head right there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a full moon. Pay attention to when the next full moon is in April, because for every reading sign that I've done in this reading, there's something significant that's going to happen around a full moon in April. So be aware of that and pay attention to it. That could be when this person returns. So there is going to be harmony here, okay? You will be able to rise above whatever problems that's been caused. You need to play music that's really going to help you heal and uplift you, and know that things are happening right now because of all this planetary shit that's going on with like these eclipses and these retrogrades and shit. Like, they happen for a reason. But you definitely, in this time period, and look, there's a dragonfly. Okay, the dragonfly to me is the symbol of let go and let God. So don't be stressing yourself out. And look, I just cut the deck to letting go. There's a full moon in the background. You see that? There's also damn lightning and electricity coming out of her hand. So be careful around the water and thunder and lightning, please. But practice and focus upon detoxing this month, because you need to detox and get this old shit off of you. You may be spending a lot of time in your family room, because that brings you comfort and healing as well. And there's going to be communication. Definitely communication. It may not come when you want it, and there may be a delay in it, but it's coming, okay? So that's all I have for you, Leo. We are now going to move on to Virgo, which is going to start at 106.50. All right, Virgo, welcome to your reading. Let's see. All right, Morgan Greer, I'm looking for 3 cards. What messages do you have for Virgo in the month of April? What messages do you have for Virgo in the month of April? Damn. Okay, so you have completed some type of major cycle in the month of April. Or it could have already happened. You've gone through a completion, I think, okay? Some type of cycle in your life has wrapped up. You may be in anxiety over it because you don't know how to free yourself from it just yet. And I don't know if you feel like you are bound to somebody else or your hands are tied around a situation. But it looks like there is some type of offer coming in, that this reading here is either going to be for either a same-sex relationship or this is going to be a man and a woman, but the dad's involved, like her daddy. Okay, so Virgo, you might be over here or have been over here trying to offer this Empress you know, let's try again, please. And her daddy is like, motherfucker, you done fucked my daughter over one time. You ain't doing it again. Type shit. Okay? Could be. If that's the case, let me know in the comments, okay? Because it's one or the other. Now, if this is same sex, and this is two men here, then one of you is trying to give the other a love offer, but it's most likely going to come out when you've been drinking and you're feeling good about yourself, and it's like you're feeling romantic and you're feeling good, and you're like, all right, well, let's go do something. But yet, you know, whoever the hell you pissed off is over here, like, being very astute and authoritative and trying to be logical. And this is like in the father, okay? So this is the fatherly card. Now, if you're the man here and you're not dealing with the woman's father, this could be your father. You know, like, you're over here saying, I want to go get this girl. I need to give her a second chance. I need to go get back what I messed up or what I left. And the dad's over here like, son, you need to think about it, okay? You need to get yourself together. You got to make a plan. You got to do this right and do this by the book. Because this card, this judgment card here, this is like no second chances. So I don't know, and I'm going to clarify in just a minute. Okay, I'll clarify in just a minute. Because this is judgment card here. You know, this is like feeling down, self-doubt, missing the call, being fearless, reckless. But two, it literally means like no second chances. Not wanting to give a second chance. So you've got an Empress over here who is, you know, codependent. She's smothering, she's empty, and she's got creative blocks. So I don't know if you've left this woman and now it's put her into this position, and maybe now you're going to try to go back for it and give it one more time. But, you know, the energy of this Knight of Rods is like player-like, you know, coming in, flighty, let's have a good time, play around. I don't know where that's going to get you, but anyways, we'll see here. All right, Virgo. What is this judgment card here for Virgo in April? What does this judgment card have to do with in April for Virgo? Yeah, somebody moved out. It looks like somebody said either they wanted to get a divorce or break up, and this masculine or either this feminine kicked this masculine out. This masculine may not have even seen it had coming. But this masculine, it looks like this masculine left and moved out. Whatever breakup or shakeup that happened between these two, it finally closed out a chapter or a cycle. It wrapped something up. So if you've been experiencing toxicity with this person for like, especially since last October when those last eclipses came through, like everything was really good between the two of you, and then those eclipse season came in October and it just fucked shit up and you haven't been able to recuperate since then just know that this eclipse that happens in April is finally going to wrap up that season right there of toxicity, okay, of bullshit. So, but it looks like someone moved out, and now this masculine feels like he's out in the cold. Now, this masculine is definitely talking to this female here, but, you know, there's some shit that he's hiding and not saying, and then this feminine's over here, you know, not telling it all either, and it looks like they both kind of feel like they are, it looks like they're both feeling like they are bound or stuck to one another. So there's the pathway card that I just opened up to. You know, that's a year-long. This pathway card indicates something that takes a year. So, you know, it could be a year that takes you to either get things straight or to get divorced. What is this Empress energy here? What's this Empress card here for Virgo in April? What is this Empress card here for Virgo in April? All right. So she expects something. It looks like whoever this Empress is, this chick is, she knows. She saw him leave And I almost feel like she knows he's going to be bringing his ass back. But whatever, even if it's not that, she expects that, she has an expectation of something. So you remember that false card that came up before where he had a mask on and she was playing her cards right by not revealing everything? It looks like she's got something up her sleeve that she's going to be expecting positive results from this scenario with this masculine. Now, the people, there isn't support from the masculine at all, it looks like right now, nor the people around her. And she is really having to work, and it almost like, you know, with her having to work her butt off over here, that's probably the thing that has her disgruntled right now, is that, you know, it's, this situation has somewhat taken her off or out of her lifestyle that she's been accustomed to. Especially if, you know, the masculine that she was with, like, took care of things and she was kind of like had a privileged lifestyle, and now that he's left, she doesn't have a privileged lifestyle. So just know that, alright, let me see what this Knight of Rods is, because this Knight of Rods is literally like taken off. I mean, he's not the fastest one, but he's fast. He's charming. He's self-confident, daring, and he's passionate. He's going somewhere. So he could be the one that's coming in, coming back around, trying to give another offer. But I would say that that would be after Mercury retrograde ends, okay? So what is this Knight of Rods here? What's this Knight of Rods mean? What's this Knight of Rods mean? So, you know, he's out in the cold over here. This Knight of Rods is. Gosh, boy. He's in despair. It's either going to be this. He is passionately going to try to come back and return. Hold on a second. Something could have happened in April where the two of you broke up and he left. And here it is, either in March or February. And now at the end of April, end of March, beginning of April, he's trying to come back and you're like, no, I don't want to work this out with you. I done said. But it's like he's trying to come back. He might be even trying to force himself back into your life. Like he's not taking no for an answer. And your daddy's got to step in and put his foot down and be like, look, she said no. That could also be a scenario. But whatever it is, this masculine over here is definitely feeling left out in the cold. Like he is not happy. He's in despair. He feels like he's been robbed some way, shape, or form from either his family dynamic or with his kids. If you have kids with him, you know, he's wanting to, the female here is definitely on this masculine's mind quite a bit. Like he's thinking about her a lot. So it looks like the two of you could be either going to counseling or mediation over this situation. Alright, let's see what the Earth Magic deck has to say. Alright, so Earth Magic, what messages do you have for Virgo in the month of April? If you like, please give the video a like, a subscribe, a share, and if you feel like this is your reading and you benefited from it, the donation information is in the description box below. So there's a perspective here that definitely needs to change. And it could be too that this Mercury retrograde is going to bring in a new perspective. Yes, because we've got veiled here, fog. So something, not everything has not been revealed yet. You don't know everything yet. And here's that damn full moon again. So just know there's going to be like a wake-up call, and this tsunami could be like a tsunami of emotion. This is going to be a wake-up call around the full moon that's in April. I have not yet looked when that is, but it has come up for every sign that there's going to be something significant around this full moon in April. So right now, you are in a period of reflection and stillness. Okay, everything's frozen. Everything is not clear yet, but trust me, at the end of this, stay vigilant, stay strong. You know, try to, you know, it's like Led Zeppelin said, like Robert Plant said, be a rock, but not to roll. Be like a rock, but not to roll. So be strong in your foundation, but don't roll. Don't move yet. Because not everything has come clear just yet, but it's going to. And then it's going to bring in blessings. So you just got to stay patient this month and be vigilant, and then, you know, and well, it's going to bring about some type of celebration. Okay? Whatever that might be. Alright, so you're healing with the fairies. What messages do you have for Virgo in the month of April? What messages do you have for Virgo in the month of April? Parenting and children. Okay, so you need to focus upon, especially if there are kids involved here, that your kids are not being, you know, put in the middle, or also being a witness to whatever bullshit that can come out of this, like the fighting or the arguing, okay? Focus upon your kids and being a good parent to them and keeping them safe and nurturing them and looking after them. Trust your intuition flipped out while I was doing that. So, magic of nature, higher consciousness, financial flow, and sexuality. So, this month could be a month where you're really feeling, you know, we got this Empress card, even though she's in reverse, where her sexual prowess is at an all-time high this month. But there is, you may, and I don't say this too often, if you're not having sex this month, then you might need to masturbate, because masturbation can help bring about manifesting stuff. Anyways, I'm just putting that out there. There is going to be financial flow. There is going to be an elevation in consciousness. You know, they say to reach enlightenment, the fastest way to enlightenment is through yoga. And then there's the magic of nature. So I would say that you are going to be, especially if you're outside, you're going to be noticing the magic. And look, we have this letting go card. There's that full moon in the background. You're going to be noticing how nature is really trying to speak to you. Alright. So, this man that you're messing with, he's a wealthy man. And then I want to see what we cut the cards to here. There is going to be an offer coming in from him again. Yep, there he is. So, I don't know if you're dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but there's going to be an offer coming in from him at some point in time, possibly toward the end of the month. So, we are now going to start on Libra. So, welcome, Libra. Alright, Morgan Greer, I'm looking for 3 cards. What messages do you have for Libra in the month of April? 4 of Swords. So, you might need to rest, rejuvenate, and recuperate from whatever happened in March. Okay? Or basically just in this month period. Okay? So, this is around a foundation of a home or a structure. There's a lot of communication coming in at the beginning of the month. You've made a decision about something, but whatever decision you make around this new moon, which could be here in the next couple days, that's also, I think, that lunar eclipse. There's a stalemate here. She's blindfolded. She's blindfolded. So you are stuck in your head about something. And it could have to do with, you know, your home life. There was a delay or a misfortune or something in your home life where either it pissed you off and made you angry, and then you could have kicked your man or somebody out of your home. But there was a series of misfortunate events that I think happened in March that has put you where you are right now. So what is this 8 of Wands here for Libra in April? So there's a lot of money coming in. There's wealth here. You might even get a raise. You might even pick up another job, especially if you're in the nursing field. You might get another patient that you've got to look after that's going to bring in some more money for you. There is a masculine here who is around you that's got gray or white hair, who's older, who's concerned about you. But you're following some path, some trajectory you've set forth for yourself. Okay, you may have once felt like you were working your ass off and making, pennies and nickels, but that's starting to change for you. So there's a lot of work coming in, a lot of messages coming back and forth. You're on the right path because you've got 777 there. Alright, and then we've got this 1-1, which is a 2. And we got Roman numeral 1-1 here, which is also a 2. So what is this 2 of Swords in reverse here over? What does this have to do with? What is this 2 of Swords here over? Oh, it's over a man. In case you didn't see that. He flipped out. Oh, okay. So, it looks like you have been trying to either make things work out with this man here for about a year now, that you've been trying to make things work. You've been having to work a lot. You've been having to focus on yourself. You've been having to take care of yourself. usually in a marriage or a partnership where you have a man who really looks after their woman and they feel like the privileged lady, like the man, really looks after her and takes care of her, that sort of thing. It almost seems like that masculine has stopped doing that. So, it also looks like he's leaving. You may feel like he is having to go somewhere and maybe not even tell you the truth about it. But, and maybe you don't want him to go, but it's almost like, you don't really have a choice around the matter. You're realizing the truth here. You could be holding a grudge around this situation, having emotional detachment toward it. But it looks like, if something takes him away from you, I feel like he's going to leave you with some money before he takes off. So, hold on. I didn't mean to put that back in there. My dogs are barking, so it must be the neighbor doing something. Alright, so what is this 8 of Swords over here? What is this 8 of Swords? What is this 8 of Swords for Libra in April? Alright, so you're going to be stuck at home. I mean, not like literally, but you're going to be at home a lot. Let me put it to you this way. When you're at home, that's when you're really going to be stuck in your head, is when you're at home. When you're at work, you're not thinking about it. You're not focused on it. I feel like there is some sort of raise or promotion coming from work, so you're not going to have to be like, working your ass off, making nickels and dimes and pennies here. But there's definitely something going on here around a marriage, a home life for you. There's going to be a lot of messages going back and forth between you and this person. There is something, though, on the distant horizon with this masculine, or who you're dealing with. If you're a man watching this, then it's with the feminine. But something's coming up in the next 3 to 6 days, 3 to 6 weeks, 3 to 6 months with this masculine. Now, if that means that, you're able to work things out, I don't know. Or if you decide to go your separate ways, I don't know, because that's in the future. The future has not been set yet. But there's definitely been something here between either a couple that's married or they've been living together and they have been like, in a serious committed relationship, and then all of a sudden someone left or moved or broke up, whatever. Alright, so Earth Magic, what do you have for Libra in the month of April? I swear, boy, that daggone. Now, where did you come from? So this family room card flipped out of my, it must have got tied into my Earth Magic deck. So you need, okay, so we've got crystals here with focus. There could be children here involved. There might not be, okay? You remember when you were a child? You had childlike innocence, childlike faith. You weren't really worried or concerned about, you know, the adult shit. This month, you really need to take a break from the adult shit and focus on the stuff that can bring back that sense of childhood innocence where you feel alive again, okay? There is a perspective, a new way of looking at things coming that's going to change and help you. I would start getting more spending time by fire, like having a fire pit and a fire going, because I feel like fire is very cleansing, okay? It's like the phoenix, you know? It will set itself ablaze to ashes to then be reborn. So fire can burn away the old or what's bothering you or holding you down. So, you know, focus upon, there's some things that you need to focus upon within yourself and your career and somewhat take your mind off this home situation that's got you feeling trapped. And being, you know, if you can do what I said with these Earth Magic cards, then in the end, it will open you up to being a little bit more vulnerable. I can never say that word. And it will also bring about blessings. That's what I cut the card to, the deck to. So just know that with April, this Mercury retrograde, it is going to bring about a change of perspective for you, which will also change how you see things. Now, healing with the fairies, what messages do you have for Libra in the month of April? Laughter. I love this card. I have, you know, there are cards in each deck that when you own decks, like tarot and oracle decks, when you own them, there are cards from each deck that you actually physically learn. This is one of those for me. Okay, this card follows me around throughout my life ever since I bought this deck. So this card here is saying, not only do you need a good laugh, okay, because laughter is the best medicine, but this card is also saying that like in the next, and maybe that's why this 3 to 6 months card, this horizon card is coming out, because this card also means that right now you might be in a world of woes, okay, but in like 3 to 6 months you're gonna look back on this and you're gonna laugh about it. Like, it's funny. You're like, I can't believe, you know, this happened or that happened, and you get a good laugh out of it. So you know, maybe not take it as seriously as what you are. So you need to focus on being self-reliant this month. Your dreams are going to come true. There's going to be a new opportunity which could come from work, okay? You need to pay attention to the music that you listen to. You need to listen to high vibrational good music that makes you feel, you know, happy and alive. And know too that there is a lot of things going on in the planets and in the astrological realm that's causing, you know, things like these eclipses and this Mercury retrograde. You know, they are doing things on purpose. So I cut the deck to parenting and children. So focus upon, if you have kids especially, you know, focus upon your kids and, you know, making a good home for them and not letting them be a witness to bullshit that's going on with this, you know, main male here in your life. Especially if there's arguments or splitting up and things like that. And then, you know, well, the first cut was to the 5 of Cups. So there's a lot of crying, despair, heartache, and then it goes to this, and then it went to the 6 of Cups. So there's good, fond memories of stuff that happened in the past. Okay, focus upon the good stuff. Focus upon the good stuff. All right. So now we're going to move on to Scorpio. So give the reading a like, a subscribe, a share, and if it resonated, you want to make a donation, the description information is in the bottom. Alright, Scorpio. What messages do we have for Scorpio in the month of April? What messages do we have for Scorpio in the month of April? Oh. Okay. Well, someone feels very good, a feminine here, very good at the beginning of April. There is something here, there's some unfinished business here, and there's going to be a judgment call being made. So let's clarify. So it looks like in the past, someone had a decision to make, and it could have been an emperor, a masculine. He had a decision to make. This female, like whoever this empress is, boy, she was strong, and within her, she was righteous within herself and holding herself down and looking good and feeling good. It looks like, you know, she held her own in this and was a proud woman. And I would say that that really carried weight in this scenario. So this masculine here is looking forward to the future of what can be done or what can be offered. There could be, you know, this could be because these guys in reverse, because, you know, this emperor, he's in reverse, so he looks like he's angry. This woman could have one-upped him some way, shape, or form, and he didn't like it, so it pissed him off. So, you know, that could be because of childhood issues or broken dreams or immaturity or being envious or being childish, okay? But regardless, there is going to be a decision to be made this month around this situation. And I would say that, you know, there is a few options here for whoever this person is that's making these decisions. There's restlessness, there's fear of the unknown, and there's also sudden change. Because there are two people here. One's holding the stick, one's holding the other stick, and one's holding the globe. Like, this is where I want to go and what I foresee happening. And then this one's over here, like, I don't even know if I even want to go that way. But anyways, the beginning of the month, though, the Empress here is feeling good, feeling lavish, looking good, feeling good. What is this Empress here? What more can you tell us about this Empress? Oh, I caught that one. So, Empress, if you have gone through a breakup where you're wanting to divorce your husband, then you're feeling really good about it. Oh, Lord. And then here it comes out. So, here you are. Your man, you got a wealthy husband. Okay. There's going to be some mediation between the two of you going before a judge. And it looks like he's going to move out. But I would say it's almost like you're okay with that. Like you want him to move out. So, okay. He might be a little disgruntled about it. What is this unfinished business card here? Because this world here, something's not completed. What is this unfinished business card here? Alright, so he's leaving. He's taking a trip somewhere. You're going to hear about it. You might be left alone to work and do your thing. You might have a not so good conversation over it. But it looks as though, I don't think he's going to leave you like high and dry. Okay? I feel like he's going to come to you. Maybe even, probably even give you a gift of some sort. And say, you know, look, I know things are the way they are, but I'm going to go over here and, you know, take a couple days to myself and sit with myself and my thoughts and my feelings and take a break for a minute, and then I'll be back. Okay? So, that could be what that there means. Now, this judgment call. Okay? What is this judgment call here? What is this judgment call? There you are, Empress. So, I don't think that you want this to, look. Okay, look. Whatever's done during the Mercury retrograde, which we're in, okay, when the Mercury retrograde is over, it reverses itself. Okay, so if it's this way during the Mercury retrograde, when it's over, it reverses itself. You may feel like right now, I'm divorcing this motherfucker. Now, after the Mercury retrograde is over, at the end of April, beginning of May, you may be like, you know what? I don't want a divorce. I'm sorry. I fucked up. Okay? I don't want this to end. I want to work things out. And this might be a little tough at first, but I feel like you will be able to make it work. You may not have, and when you have this conversation, you know, because it almost looks like this masculine in the middle of April is going to go off somewhere to himself so he can think to himself for a little bit, okay? While you two are trying to figure out what the hell y'all are going to do. Especially if you two have talked about divorce or breaking up or going your separate ways. So it looks like he wants to go spend time by himself to get his thoughts together and, you know, figure himself out and what he wants to do. But it looks like toward the end of the month, though, you two are going to sit down and have a conversation. And, you know, if you are a prideful woman, if you're one of those that's prideful, this might be a hard conversation for you to have, especially if you're not one that, and I used to be like this a long time ago, I did not like talking about feelings and how I felt. I did not. I would be like in refusal. Okay, I refuse. I just shut down and go quiet. So, this might be a difficult conversation for you to have with this masculine and telling him that you don't want this partnership or relationship to end. Okay? So, and you may not even have the support of your community around you. They might be like, you did him shitty, he did you shitty, or they might all be pointing fingers at each one of y'all, and you know, they may be like, you know, y'all need to break up or separate. Don't listen to them. You're going to have to listen and follow what feels right for you and this person. You know, eclipse seasons wreak havoc on couples. Now, this could be something that started in October when we had the first set of eclipses. And now we are in the next set of eclipses. So, you know, it has not been easy on couples during these eclipse season, okay? But whatever has going down, it's been necessary. It's necessary for something. It's doing something for a reason, okay? So, just know that. And do what is right for you and for them. You both are going to have to focus on what's doing right for each other. Alright, Earth Magic. And look, Rainbow with Blessings just flew out. What messages do you have for Scorpio in the month of April? What messages do you have for Scorpio in the month of April? And we have music. So, you either have an instrument that you play, that you need to play, or start back playing, or you need to listen to music that helps bring harmony into your life. So, because you're in a lull with what it is that you want out of life, you need to start focusing on putting more effort into creating things in your life. There's going to be some type of damn wake-up call, though, that comes. Here's a full moon. This daggone full moon's been coming out for everybody. Whenever the full moon is in April, it's going to be significant for every sign. It has shown up for every sign. And there's also a full moon right here. Eagle over here is the closest bird, is the only bird that can fly closest to God. So it is like God's form of communication. There's some type of communication trying to come to you from the spirit realm, from God above, about your scenario this month. Okay? It could have to do, and it could come in this tsunami, this overwhelming flood of emotions over here. Okay? But there's a synergy to this. This is going to create a flow and a harmony in your life. And remember earlier when I said that there was blessings? So whatever this is, you know, keep going, because there is movement. Movement is coming in, okay? It's going to usher in something new. All right, healing with the fairies. What messages do you have for Scorpio? What messages do you have for Scorpio in April? Honor your true feelings. Okay. Look, you see this environmental awareness card? This has been coming out for everyone. This card literally means, like, all the shit that's going on in the astrological world, like with the planets and the moon cycles and the eclipses and shit. Like, this stuff is happening for a reason. You need to have positive expectations, work on healing your inner child, and you need to move forward fearlessly. But first and foremost, you need to honor your true feelings and how you feel and what you feel in this situation. It might also do you some good to make some new friends. You do have dreams coming true, but you might need to take some time to really figure out what those dreams are and follow them. So let me put these cards away. So don't forget that give me a like. And look, there's a change. So if this masculine decided to move out, he might move out. But I feel like at the end, sometime, and it could have been, you know, that 3 to 6, that event horizon card, that in 3 to 6 months, if he moves out this month, I feel like I can almost guarantee you he will move back in the next couple of months. Whatever's done during the Mercury retrograde is reversed after the Mercury retrograde. So give the video a like, a subscribe, a share. If it resonated, you feel like making a donation, that information is in the description box below. And then we have Page of Rods. So there's good news definitely coming in around this situation between you and this person. Okay? I will say that. Alright, Scorpio, that's all I have for you. So now we're going to move on to Sagittarius, which starts at 1:45:46. Alright. Sagittarius, what messages do we have for Sagittarius in the month of April? Okay. All right. So, Sagittarius. You're not getting, either your wishes are not being fulfilled this month, or they are not coming in the way you wanted them to. You could have shattered dreams here. This could be sadness, failure, pain. Oh, okay. Like, you wanted something so bad and it fell through. That's what happened. That's what this is. You wanted something so bad and it didn't come, it fell through. Okay. The middle of the month, we have the Three of Wands in reverse. Now, usually in this Three of Wands, because in the Rider-Waite Tarot, this Three of Wands, you know, in the Rider-Waite Tarot, the Three of Wands, he's looking this direction. This one, you know, he's looking to the past and what didn't go right, or what went wrong. But it's in the reverse. So it's almost like by the middle of April, you've kind of like turned your back to what didn't manifest for you or what didn't work out. Now, you might have a lack of forward planning. You might be holding on to the past a little bit, or feeling a little self-doubt and a little regretful, but you're not looking at, and you're not, you know, torturing yourself or being stuck on what didn't work out for you in the past. And it looks as though you're moving into, you know, calmer water, maybe even moving into working with a woman here that's going to help you somewhat heal, like a healer. Now, if you're a woman, Sagittarius, you're a woman, then this could be you. You could be embodying this, your femininity, your loving, warmth, kindness, sensitivity. So it's like, you know, you're kind of still looking back at the past of what didn't manifest for you or what didn't work out, but it's almost like you're open right here. So you're not harboring on it or being disgruntled about it. You might look at it from time to time, but it's not like it's tearing you down or wearing you out or exhausting you. What is this Nine of Cups here in reverse for Sagittarius in April? What is this Nine of Cups here for Sagittarius in April? I had a card fly out. So either I feel like what I said, because usually when the jackpot card comes out for me, whatever I say and then this card comes out, this usually confirms, you know, you're right about what you said. You hit it right. You hit the jackpot when you said what you said. So it's almost like maybe, and it could even be around a lover. Like, you know, you had a lover that you wanted a relationship with, or you wanted the long term with, but it didn't, something didn't work out. Oh, yep. That's almost exactly what it looks like. So maybe you weren't in a committed relationship with someone, but they could have broken up with you or ended things, and it was suddenly. And even though, let's say, like, if the lover situation ended, it's almost like when it ended, like all this money started flowing in, and you're like, wow, holy cow. So you let go of something to then receive, you know, like compensation for your reward for letting that go, or your reward for getting that out of your life, so to speak. Okay. So you do have an expectation, because here you are and here you are looking, you know, to the past again. So I would say that maybe there was a breakup or something with a masculine here that wore some type of uniform, either a firefighter, quit, someone that was in the military, or someone that wore a uniform or a badge. Something didn't work out with this person, but you have an expectation that maybe it's going to come back around. Now I'm going to say that because of, like, if this was a breakup, that it took either you down a level or it took this person down a level. And it almost feels like you feel like this person was taken from you from outside circumstances, or because you and this person have parted ways, they feel like now that you have left the scene, they feel like they've lost everything, so to speak, basically. So, alright, let's move on to the next card. What is this Three of Wands here in reverse? What is this Three of Wands in reverse? What is this Three of Wands in reverse? Yeah, so something ended. You know, there is definitely an ending here, and you could be stuck or somewhat stagnant on how to move forward. But I will say this. There is, like, and you know, this, you and this person could have weighed up the options here. Like, could this work? How can it not work? And one of you made the final decision. It could have been either you that made the final decision or the masculine that made the final decision. But I'm just going to tell you that regardless of who made the decision to end this relationship, it has put, or will put, this masculine it will set him back some way, shape, or form. Because in the clarification, when I did, this card, we had that high honor in reverse. That high honor card is like you're being elevated into a higher status. When it's in reverse, it's almost like you're being demoted. So, and then too, on top of that, it had that official person. So this could be karma for this masculine. Karma could be coming in and causing him to be demoted some way, shape, or form. But he's having a hiccup moment around the middle of the month that's really going to kind of like put him, set him back a little bit. And it looks like he's going to have to come out with some money some way, shape, or form around something. I don't know what that is, but he's going to have to fork out some money. Or he might be coming in trying to give you some money to help you out or something. Maybe he made some promises to you months ago he would help you with something, and then the time comes around and he reaches out and he's like, look, I remember I said I promised I'd help you with this, so here's the money, that I said I would help you with. Now, what is this Queen of Cups here for Sagittarius in April? Change. Okay. So, this is going to go, one of two ways. Alright? Please give the video a like, a subscribe, a share. If you feel like this is your reading, you want to leave a donation, the information is in the description box below. So I will say this. At the end of the month, you are either deciding, you know what? I'm finally done with this relationship. Because sometimes when you come out of a breakup or a fallout, you have to process, you got to grieve, you got to process, you got to get through the rough patch of getting over it. And then it's almost like, you wake up one day and you're like, all right, I'm free from it. I'm good now. And then you can move on. So at the end of the month, this is either like you moving on and going on about your business, or this is this masculine coming back. This is going to be one of two ways how it's going to play out for you, okay? You got to keep in mind it's collective. So, I can't really say for sure a definite if they are coming or this is you moving on. So, but there's a pathway opening up here for you. You probably thought that this person was like going to be your one, the one. But I feel like though there's some type of pathway opening up here for messages to come through between you and this person. But whatever it is, this pathway is opening you and leading you to better fortune. So it might be that you take one good look at the past and, wish it well, tell it goodbye, and take your shit and move on to greener pastures. You moving on to greener pastures is going to bring you really good fortune. So, alright. Let's see here. Alright, Earth Magic. What messages do you have for Sagittarius in in April? Something could have happened in this past October. Instinct. So right now, you need to follow your instincts, for sure. Okay? You need to follow your instincts and let that lead you. This full moon keeps coming out for everybody. I'm about tired of this full moon. But anyways, here it is. Okay, so this full moon that comes around in April, I don't know when it is, but it's going to complete out this cycle. You will reach a culmination and a completion with this right here at that full moon, okay? So right now you need to focus upon your breath, get out into nature and staying grounded, being vigilant in, who you are as a person, your wants, your needs, and your desires, and know that this completion and you following your instincts is going to bring about some huge changes at the end of the month. Listen to your intuition. You may find yourself, because I just cut the deck to Cave with Sanctuary, you may find yourself staying in and staying home a lot this month. And that's good, because that's where the best nurturing and healing come from. Alright, Healing with the Fairies. What messages do you have for Sagittarius in April? Letting go. And there's a full moon in that card. There's a full moon in that card. Follow your dreams. So you might be leaving to go after and pursuing the things that you want in life. Rise above problems, kindness, higher consciousness, and family harmony. Financial flow is behind that too. So even though something here didn't work out for you, you are going to have harmony within yourself and your family. Okay? Especially if you feel like you are having to take a few weeks off to yourself and you're disgruntled, you're upset, and you're having to grieve and heal. You will finally receive that harmony within yourself, and this is going to help raise your consciousness level. Don't worry, because it's not going to make you bitter. You'll still be kind, and you're going to rise above this problem. I mean, you might feel like this is the end of the world for you, because you might have thought that this was the one, but it's actually going to set you higher. And see, we've got breaking free. So I would still say stay the course, okay? I will do you one solid. This change. Is this Sagittarius leaving? Is this Sagittarius deciding to move on? It looks like it. Yep. It looks like you decide to move on. Is this masculine or this lover coming back? Is this lover coming back? You know, I'll tell you what. If he tries to come back, there's going to be a lot of negotiation between the two of you. If he tries to come back. So if he does attempt to come back, then you need to know that he could be coming back offering you gifts. But if he tries to come back, you need to know that you hold, the ball is in your court. Okay? So there was definitely, you know, a loss here with this masculine. Definitely a loss. You felt like something was not fair in this situation. Stand still. It caused you to have anxiety, a lack of direction. You're having to rest and heal. And then, you know, you feel like a failure. Like, you also feel like there were a bunch of broken promises, because I'm sure this person here promised you a lot and then didn't, you know, fall through with them. So, and then look, there he is right there. So, I would say he's going to be, I think at the end of the month, he's going to be taking some type of action toward you, okay? But it's going to be up to you whether you entertain it or not. So, I wish you the best with that, Sagittarius. Alright, so now we're going to move on to Capricorn. And Capricorn's going to start at 2 hours, 1 minute, and 38 seconds. Alright, Capricorn. What messages do we have for Capricorn in the month of April? What messages do we have for Capricorn in the month of April? What messages do we have for Capricorn in the month of April? There's some type of decision you're going to have to make in the month of April. Alright. Well, at the beginning of the month, you feel like the star. You're happy. You're hopeful. You are hopeful for the future. By the middle of the month, you are clear-minded. You're using your intellect. You're very smart. You're using your brain for the better. You're making smart decisions. You're choosing wisely. You're supportive of other people. You're empathetic. You're protective. You're encouraging. You're very dependable. And then it almost seems like here at the end of the month, there is like a masculine that comes in. Or this is just a message that comes in for you regarding whatever it is that you're doing this month. So the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but the Knight of Pentacles is also the knight that gets the job done, okay? Let me say that. So this is being consistent, strong-willed, patience, improvement, but being cautious. He takes his time. Now, you may feel like you are overburdened or overworked this month. Now, if you are dealing with a masculine, then this masculine feels like they are whoever the masculine is in this scenario feels like they're struggling, they're overextended, they're feeling burdened, hardworking, and they're responsible. They are very disgruntled. They don't like this energy that they've been put in this month. And it all could have to do with them finding out some information that, you know, either they made the wrong decision about something, or they were irrational in their thinking, and it's almost like they didn't make a right choice, so then it put them in this position of having to, you know, to take on all this work right here. But eventually, you know, they will get through it, because we have the Magician over here. So this is power, desire, creation, manifestation, resourcefulness. So they will have the resources they need to get this done, or to get through this, okay? So I'm going to start clarifying, and this star here. So the feminine here in this dynamic for Capricorn this month. So Capricorn, if you're a man Capricorn watching this, then this is about, you know, either you're hopeful, you feel a sense of renewal, you're creative, you're inspired, you feel like you've healed from something, or there's a feminine in your life that, you know, that checks all your boxes, okay? So she is like the star of your life right now. What is this star here for Capricorn in April? Oh, snap. What is this star here for Capricorn in April? Okay, so there's a masculine here. This official person. He is, you know, someone that wears a uniform or a badge. He's either a police officer, works at the hospital, wears, you know, a cop, firefighter, security guard. He wears some type of uniform. He's very, like, happy and feeling good right now. Things are looking good for him. He's got unexpected money coming in. This could have been something that he expected to come in, some work maybe that he did in the past, and it's now come through for him now. What is this Queen of Swords energy, though? What is this Queen of Swords energy, though? I feel like this story has kind of switched up a little bit. Oh, so there's a pathway opening up here. So there's a masculine here who looks like was involved with a woman and they broke up. It looks like in the middle of the month he's going to be trying or making the decision to go back after this woman and pursue this woman again. Now, this woman, she's going to be smart and methodical about this for sure, okay? This masculine might be a little upset that things ended the way they did, but, you know, she's focused on her work right now. And that's leading her somewhere. So she's very focused upon her work. And she could still be this star over here where she's hopeful. You know, things are looking good. She's the star of her life right now. She's doing really good. And then, you know, this masculine's over here on the sidelines thinking and contemplating, watching her behind the scenes like, maybe I messed up. Maybe I want to go in here and fix this. What is this Knight of Pentacles over here? You know, this is about preparing, getting ready, and tackling the job. So there he is. He's got his eye on the prize, and that's this female. So I don't know if... Cookie, calm your ass down. I don't know if you were married to this person and maybe you guys broke up, or you guys were dating and, you know, you thought, well, I could marry this person. Well, maybe you guys were married and someone filed for separation papers. But it looks like there's a change of heart here. So this masculine's been out in the cold, and it looks like he wants to come back in and talk to this female and be like, you know, I messed up. Please take me back. I know I was wrong. I took on all this shit and I did this and I lied about a bunch of shit, but now I'm going to make it right. Which is kind of like what I'm feeling there. Alright, so Capricorn, Earth Magic. What messages do you have for Capricorn in the month of April? What messages do you have for Capricorn in the month of April? Oh, God, it's love. So yes, Capricorn, love's at hand here, okay? Alright. So there needs to be a purification of the past, the old, the worn out, and the pain and the bullshit of the past. Now, there is healing that's going to come from all this in this month. There needs to be stillness, and there needs to be... Don't chew that up. I did not give that to you to chew up, Axel. Go get a carrot or something. Sorry. Sit around the fire, watch the fire, because that, you know, like the phoenix has the tendency to burn away the old. Okay? Because there needs to be a purification here. Either go get in a river, a lake, or an ocean so that the water, and we've got lake right here, so that the water can like cleanse you and heal you. Be still this month. You know, be still and know that I am God type deal. And there's ancient healing coming through in this scenario. I will say that. And whatever this is, there's going to be a synergy that comes from this that works this out some way, shape, or form. Alright, so what messages do we have from the fairies? What messages do you have for Capricorn in April? What messages do you have for Capricorn in April? Family harmony. Look, so if you had a family with this person, then you need to know that it is going to work itself out. Yep, happily ever after. Be honest with yourself. Those flipped out. So maybe you need to take a vacation with this person, or maybe you need to take a vacation by yourself. You need to get out and move around. This masculine, though, he is going to be coming in here with some type of offer. Like, I don't know what he's got to go through, but he's going to go through something and finish out this shit over here that's kind of had him down and out. And he's going to be like getting all fancied up and coming in and trying to give you some type of proposal or some type of offer. He may even offer to take you on a trip somewhere so the two of you can reconnect or have a good time together. And that's going to really open up this inner power within you that's going to make you feel really good. It looks like that's going to be around the new moon in April. So focus upon you and your beauty this month. Focus upon looking good and taking care of yourself. And then don't forget to give me a like, subscribe, share. If this reading resonated with you, there is donation information in the description box below. Now look, I don't know what happened over here, but it looks like it put this masculine under a little bit. You might have had to look after him or take care of him for a little bit, and if that's the case, then just know that he has deep love and respect for you for doing that. Look, there's that healing card, having to take a rest. So I don't know if he got sick or injured or something from his job, but it looks like he had that put him down and he had to heal for a minute. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Alright, so now we're going to move on to Aquarius, which is at 2 hours 13, 8 seconds. Welcome, Aquarius. What messages do we have for Aquarius in April? What messages do we have for Aquarius in April? Okay. So, Aquarius. Some things have come really clear for you at the beginning of this month, or they're going to. Okay? You've got some not so good memories with someone that you've been dealing with, a significant other, and you're tired of it and you're laying it down. You're like, I've had enough. If you were going to start looking at yourself like you are now single. So you're going to do what you got to do to get out of this situation. You will persevere and get through this. And you will, you will exit this situation like the victor, is what I feel. Alright, what is this moon card here for Aquarius? What is this moon card for Aquarius? You know, this masculine could have told you his thoughts and what he was thinking around you or to you. And you know, that's not to say that those have to be good thoughts. This masculine could have been like, you know, you're a bitch. I've not been happy with you. You treated me this way. I'm tired of it. And like kind of spewing at the mouth in your home, possibly even in front of your kids. At your house, just letting it all out. Finally coming clean and revealing his true colors. So that has now actually brought some clarity to you, where now you have now found out the truth. Now you're able to conquer, you know, whatever fear or anxiety you've had over this situation. And it looks like, you know, you're going to be making some real big changes this month. Now, I would say that this masculine, once he did all this bullshit, you know, I think he did this at your home, which wasn't real good. I also, if there are children involved, I think he did this in front of your kids. He's probably now, in little ways, trying to make up for it. He could be, you know, doing things around the house, trying to spiff the house up, trying to, you know, gift you with things, you know, things he ain't never done before, oh, I saw this today and thought of you, I wanted to give this to you. If he ain't never really taken care of the yard, now all of a sudden he's taking care of the yard. If he ain't never, cleaned the house before, now he's cleaning the house. He's doing things that he ain't never really done before, and it's because of this fucked up shit he did here in the past, is what I feel. He may have even threatened you that he was going to move. Alright, what is this Six of Cups here in reverse? Because you don't have good memories with this person at all. Whatever you have with this person, you're you're bored. You want to be free and independent of this person. You've grown up. You've evolved from this, where this person might be immature. Yep. And so here you and him are talking, and It's like, you know, you're over here, so you might feel like you might be the breadwinner in this scenario. You might make the most money. You've been paying the bills and shit. So, you know, you might feel like this masculine's been stealing stuff from you, like your time, your attention, or not really even helping you out. Could be making you feel like they've been robbing you, like just sitting around being a couch potato, not contributing, you know, and then you're the one left having to do all the work. So there's a lot of communication going back and forth around this, but I'm telling you, like, this masculine is really gonna take like a you know, when you get like he's gonna get demoted, is what it feels like, within his family, within his community, for whatever this is that he's been doing. But I mean, there's still going to be talks of you and him, but I feel like you're going to be the mature one, the female is, and the masculine is going to be like the immature one. So what's this laying the burden down here? What is this about for Aquarius in April? And then I want to see one thing about this Ten of Wands here, because, you know, this is bad intentions. Easily tricked, loud mouth, lack of seriousness, undependable, buckling under pressure, stress, huge problems. And you're just like, the female in this situation, I feel like, is, I don't want this shit from you anymore. You know, the community, everyone around you is seeing all this. So, and look, I mean, in the next 3 to 6 months, I think this person is going to end up moving out. Something's going to happen for real in the next 3 to 6 months with this. There's an ending here. So, you two, I feel like, are really talking, trying to really figure out how you're going to work this out, how you're going to, you know, separate and go your own separate ways. He's going to be packing his bags and leaving. He might be having to give you money. You might be having to give him money, especially if your ass is the breadwinner. And then you're going to be having to go to the courthouse and start these legal proceedings and filing things. So it... Alright, Earth Magic. What messages do you have for Aquarius in April? What messages do you have for Aquarius in April? This card flipped out. You need to focus. Focus on the goals. Focus on the task at hand here. And perspective. So your perspective needs to change. It's going to this month. Look. You need to start looking for, you need to have a vision quest. Start looking for something new. Because you've got new beginnings. Invocation here with ceremony and karma. You remember when I said earlier that it looks like this masculine is going to be demoted? That could be his karma for what he's done and what he's caused here. So for you, you need to like have some type of celebrational ceremony of you're going to be set free or liberated from this, especially if you feel like this masculine has been a slum, like this, like you've been dragging around this heavy ass rock, like you're going to be free from that. You might need to give, have a little bit of a celebration to give gratitude and thanks for finally being released from that. You might need to start looking as to where are you going to go now that he's going to be moved out, moved on, and out of the scenario, and what new beginnings are going to open for you, because definitely some new beginnings are going to be opening up for you with this. And it almost looks like, when I cut the deck, it's to love. So when you get this man out of the way, daggone it, son, it's like new love comes in. Or you have a newfound love for yourself. Alright, Healing with the Fairies, I'm looking for one card. What card do you have for Aquarius? What messages do you have for Aquarius in April? So, Inner Power, I wanted to flip over. Peace of mind. Woo! So this situation is really going to give you peace of mind. You're going to have good financial flow. You need to trust your intuition. You need to focus and be completely reliant upon yourself. And what things can you focus upon or work on to open up these creative, creative expressions, okay? So what are some hobbies or craft things that you can do to help express yourself through that? You're going to rise above this, whatever it is. But you need to stand your ground with this masculine. I will say that. With what you want, you need to stand your ground. Your money is also going to increase whenever this masculine, I feel like, is out of the picture. And, it could be too, especially if you were the breadwinner and you were having to take care of everything and pay all the bills, then now you're going to have extra money on your hand because, you're not going to have to pay, especially if you were having to pay his bills and pay shit for him. Now you're not going to have to do that anymore. And it could be too that he's going to have to give you some type of alimony and or child support. Now, I will say this. Don't forget to give the video a like, a subscribe, a share, and if it resonated, you want to tie into it, then please feel free. The donation information is in the description box below. And look, we have the Three of Swords. So this situation has not been easy for you, Aquarius. I feel like this masculine has broken your heart more than just once. It's almost like he's broken it so many times that you're kind of like done and over it. So I thank you, Aquarius. That's all I have for you right now. Now we're going to move on to Pisces, which is going to be at 2/24/21. All right, Pisces, let's see what the month of April holds. What messages do we have for Pisces? Oh, the sun came out. Could be a Leo. What messages do we have for Pisces in April? Like that card wanted to go right there. It's a good knock. Okay. Alright, Pisces. So it looks like the end of March, beginning of April, you had a breakup. I would say by the middle of the month, you were going to be... By the middle of the month, you're going to be healed from this situation. Okay, you're going to be over it. It's like balance, moderation, good health, cooperating with others. So the first half, the end of March to the middle part, up until we get to this Temperance card, okay? You could be heartbroken, angry, disgruntled, pissed off, okay? But over this breakup. But it's like by the middle of April, there's a change. This balance comes in. This healing energy comes in to where you're now not depleted. You've been restored. You've been replenished. Now you're feeling good. And then it looks like a love offer comes in. So this is going to be something that's either offered to you. And this is like, look, this could be from God himself or from the universe. Like, this could be, because this hand is coming out the clouds. It's got a white dove in it. It's got enlightenment in it. I mean, and then this lotus, they say lotus, they go through the murky water to come out in the light. They have to go through the dark to find the light. So this month could really put you through a dark phase to where you finally reach some type of happiness where you come out of this, emerge like, I get the vision of that Venus, that the Greek god Venus, the painting of her standing in that oyster shell naked. It's like, here you are, like a gift, you opening up you know. So this is fulfillment, new beginnings, new lover, new friendship. It almost looks like there's something new at the end of April, beginning of May coming in for you. Now, when we look at the bottom of the deck, you know, there is a love offer coming in over here. There's communication from somebody coming in with these offers. There's definitely a ton of offers coming in here from somebody. You had some choice words with a masculine, you know, the end of March, beginning of April. He could have been the one that cut you off. He could have cut you off. And to where it's gotten you like, all right, well, I'm not worried about the past no more. I'm letting that go. I'm now going to fill my own cup and go pursue something else. So I'm going to look for now what makes me happy, because obviously, you know, something wasn't going right there. Now, this Seven of Pentacles here in reverse, this gives me a little pause, because this is lack of planning, laziness, poor management, delay, and impatience. You might be impatient about something, whatever this is that comes in. You could be impatient about it. You could also make a poor choice. So just know that Seven of Pentacles in reverse also means, like, you know, not making the right choice. So let's clarify and see what the cards say. What is this Ten of Cups here in the reverse? What is this Ten of Cups in reverse? Now you see this Great Fortune card fell out. Something on the distant horizons. Lord Jesus. This Lover. Yep. Okay. Alright. We might as well just end the reading right here. So, this distant horizons. 3 to 6 weeks. Whoever this masculine is that broke up with you, they're going to be coming back. You know they're going to be coming back. They might even be coming back trying to shower you with money and gifts. But there's something on the distant horizon. Yep, look. Him wanting to talk to you. So it could be him at the end of the month coming in trying to have a conversation with you. So this Lover, and then too on top of that with that expectation card, I feel like you know that, and then I just cut, you know, the unexpected income card. So he could be coming in trying to offer you money and gifts and trying to help you out and shit. I feel like you know. Because if you're like me, because I'm a Pisces, you know whatever's done during a Mercury retrograde, that shit gets flipped around in reverse when it's over with. So we're in a Mercury retrograde. Like, if he broke up with you in this Mercury retrograde, then just know he's going to be coming back after it's over with, because that's how it works. Alright, what's this Temperance card here? What is this Temperance card here? What is this Temperance card here? There you are. Yep, there you are. Yep. Okay. Don't forget to give the video a like, subscribe, share, comment. If this, you know, reading resonated with you, you feel like tithing into the channel or leaving a donation, that information is in the description box below. Now, you thought this person was the one for you. Either that or you are actually married to this person and they called it off and said, you know, they didn't want to be married to you anymore. So you thought this was the one. But this is them coming back in trying to offer you something. I would even say they return to you the middle of the month. The middle of April, they come in. Now, you're going to be over here focused on work. You're not giving a really two shits about a relationship or even him for that matter. You need to know that when he comes in, he's not going to be revealing everything to you. And you don't need to reveal everything to him either. So, you need to play your cards right when this masculine returns. Okay? Because he's not going to be telling it all. You might also feel like he robbed you. You may feel like somebody else stole him from you. You may feel like this whole situation with him, and I cut the card deck again to you and him talking. So you may feel like this whole situation has just been unfair with him. All right, what is this Ace of Cups here for Pisces in April? What is this Ace of Cups? Lord, and then we got Wild Thing coming on. All right, bad health. You're out here working. You got the support of community around you. You're taking care of your house. People are helping you out. You're looking good. It's almost like karma catches up with him, and he might come in with his little poor pitiful me, poor pitiful woes, trying to give you all these excuses or trying to tell you what happened, and he's sorry, he can't. You know, here's the thing. When you get involved with a spiritual woman, and all of a sudden everything works out well for the man, their cup filleth over, and then they kick her to the curb thinking, oh yeah, I feel good, I can go out here and do anything. Well, when she withdraws her energy, they're over here like they're sick. They're like, what happened? I don't feel good. Where'd my sunshine go? I feel like that's this masculine. So he's probably going to be coming in trying to talk to you. And at the end of the month, he may even spill his guts about how things have not been that good for him this month. And because, you know, you remember how I said over here not to be telling, you know, because this card came up, you know, he's hiding things. You need to play your cards right. You don't need to tell him everything. So it could be that, like, you know, he's trying to ease himself back in. And then over here, like, you guys have been talking for a minute. Then he spills the beans about how, you know, karma kicked his ass during this whole time. And, you know, now he wants to return, and which is going to be completely up to you. But there's definitely a pathway opening up here for you and this masculine. Alright, so let's see. What messages do you have for Pisces in April? Earth Magic. What messages do you have for Pisces in April? What messages do you have for Pisces in April? So, purification flipped out. Vulnerability. So, you do need to be vulnerable and open yourself up here. Okay? But you also need to purify. There's going to be some type of wake-up call around this full moon, which has been coming out for everybody. Whenever the full moon is in April, I would expect this masculine to reach out. And he would probably reach out drunk in the middle of the night, blowing up your phone with all these text messages about all this shit. You may feel like you don't have time for this because, you know, we got the mountain card here. You may feel like, gosh, this is going to take a lot. But there is wind and activation here. Things are going to be moving. You might need to stay home more this month and just focus upon yourself and sticking to your sanctuary, purifying yourself, your surroundings. But I do feel like with this tsunami card, because volcano is right behind it, like there's going to be a blow up, I feel like, with this masculine. So just, you know, prepare yourself and be ready. Alright, fairies, what messages do you have for Pisces in April? What messages do you have for Pisces in April? Follow your dreams, and your dreams coming true. That flipped out. What messages do you have for Pisces in April? Positive expectations. Yep. So, you need to raise your standards, for sure. Definitely raise your standards. You are going to be raising your standards after you go through all this dilemma. You sure will. Like, focus upon yourself. You need to be self-reliant this month. If you've got kids, you need to focus upon like your parenting with your kids and looking after them, making sure they're taken care of. Find some type of creative outlet to help you get, you know, your frustration, anger, or sadness out. And have positive expectations. Stand your ground with this fool. Okay? Don't let him just come back in here and get back in on this honey. Because look, here's his journey. Like, he's coming back. And then let me cut this deck and see what it says. So, there's the King of Cups. I mean, it was in reverse. So, he might be a little cold at first. He might, you know, tiptoe in and not be as open. So, you might just have to be a little patient around that. But he will eventually, I think, warm himself up. Or that King of Cups could be you, where you're emotionally cut off and you're disgruntled. So he might have to test the waters and also smooth you over to get back into your good graces. Alright, you guys, that's all I have for you. I thank you. Take care. Namaste. Don't forget to check out the other videos that I do and post to the channel. Alright? Give me a like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you all again here soon. Take care. Namaste.